We understand it because it is Smile is 10 years old. Why is not Wicker Man, which is 5 years old, Oblivion, which is 25 years old, 13, which is 13 years old, why are they not incorporated into the Festival of Thrills?
Year of coasters.
Join us.
Greetings and welcome back to another vlog. My name's Axel.
I'm Sean.
My name's Kane.
And we are back here at Alton Towers Resort for another day of fun and thrills. Today we're going to be checking out the Festival of Thrills, which is the Smiler Takeover. So come with us. Yep, come with us for fun, thrills, and Kane's reaction at the first time on the curds of Alton Manor.
I cannot wait. Hopefully we'll make it further than the queue this time. Let's go.
Let's go. So if you haven't guessed already, we are entering the grounds of the Alton Manor. Starting the day exactly the same as before, but seeing as it's Kane's most anticipated ride,
Can't wait, we're here first.
we're going to go on this first and get his initial first time reactions from the ride. Let's turn around this corner and you will see the wonder that is the curse of Alton Manor.
Is it only one ride in this whole area?
Yeah?
It's all based for this. That's well good. That was an absolutely amazing ride. All I've ever been on is the Blackpool Ghost Train, isn't it? So this was so like ahead of its time. Like all the huge, some of the theming pieces. They're absolutely. That spider was massive. The lady's head. That big woman's head, that was scary.
At the end.
Yeah, it was huge. I liked the projection mapping on the walls with like that room. It was sort of like an abandoned, I don't know how you describe it. You know that we just went through and it was projection mapping the lines on the walls.
Okay, yes. Yeah, so
There's something cool about that. It was simple, but I really liked it. Yeah. That was amazing. 5 stars, 100%.
As I've said in the last vlog on our initial reactions, the use of animatronics in there mixed with the sets and the projection mapping and all the special effects, nothing is overused. Everything is done with great effect, and it's all perfect exactly the way it is.
Yeah, it's not over the top or anything.
Even the scenes of darkness adds and
yeah,
builds.
I'm still freaking out.
There's still stuff going on because of the
scared.
sound effects that they use and stuff. Sean, how was your ride on it?
It was good. I think there was some stuff that was turned off this time compared to when the
You
last
pointed
one.
at something and nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's stuff that's not working at the moment. It'll be turned on later on in the day, I reckon.
We'll take
So
a
it's
couple
just-
rides.
so it's
Well,
just
that
started.
said, the park is not even open yet officially. It is still 10 to 10. We've already had one ride on the Curse of Alton Manor, and there is still a 0-minute queue, so we're probably going to lap this for until we get bored. So let's get back on it. So we've been on the ride a few times now, and Kane, did you notice anything different?
So
in the
many
ride?
more things. That was so cool. It's hard to like put into words all the different things you see. There's a lot going on in that ride.
Yeah.
But I love it. My favourite ghost train I've ever been on.
Yep, it's my favourite dark ride in the UK, at least. And ever, to be honest. I absolutely love that ride. Kane was saying as well, the pacing of the ride, he finds to be great, how it speeds up in some areas, slows down.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it did that for Jewel, but we just find that it works so much better on this ghost train.
Oh, a million
to
times
add
better
to the
than Jewel.
anticipation, add to the anticipation. What is your favourite scene?
I'd have to say the big one, the big huge scene where there's like loads of like wrapped up bodies and
And the scarecrows.
yeah. And then you go through with the spider and then all the people wrapped up.
Yes.
Horrifying. I'm scared of spiders, so.
The story of that ride is great, and the second half of the ride we find to be better than the first, because the first is a good lead in, but once you're in there and you know you are Emily's and you're trapped and there's no escape, that's when the ride truly does get good. And actually
Good
genuinely
dogs
is
and
scary
stuff, yeah.
in certain places.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. It's a 10 out of 10 ride here.
What are they
On to the
doing
next
about
one.
the-
Second ride of the day. Choo choo. It's the Runaway Mine Train.
I've read this in years.
There's more force on that than there is on Galactica.
Seriously, that ride you have got a smile on your face the whole way around, and it is a magical 2-lap special. Choo choo. We absolutely love the mine train
I
here
love it.
at Alton Towers. So as part of the Smiler Takeover, you are given this little stamp, and throughout and around the park there are these stamping things that you have to get. Oh, how do I do this? Right, so let's do the Wicker Man, shall we? Stamped.
It is.
Next up, it's the Wicker Man with a 20-minute queue. This is what I call a great day at Alton Towers. The Wicker Man's Wicker Bin. We have been in the park for 40 minutes and it is only 20 past 10. We've already got on the Curse at Alton Manor twice and the Runaway Mine Train once. Every single queue is only 15 or 20 minutes. Let's hope the day continues this way. It's looking to be a very good day at Alton Towers. Feed the flames, feed the flames, feed the flames. We absolutely love Wicker Man. That was Kane's second ever time on Wicker Man. How was it? How was it for you?
So good, so good. It actually felt less intense this time. It's not a very intense ride, it's just really good.
Well,
And
it has only been on,
fast.
it has only been on for an hour, and we
Ride's
find that it
gonna
is
warm
one
up
of
a bit,
those
yeah.
rides that does warm up.
If we ride that later, it's going to be a lot more intense, I imagine. So
100%, and that is
Such
our
a
aim
good
to do
ride.
quite a few re-rides today
And
as
it
well.
was chucking it down the last time we went on.
Yeah,
that's
true.
true.
That was wet track,
Yeah.
Now I've drove on a dry track in the morning. Not as fast, but let it
Even
warm
still,
up.
when it is that
Let it
early
rain a
in the
bit.
day, it is still a good ride that delivers fun and thrills. Speaking of thrills, it's the Festival of Thrills today, and obviously it's the Smiler Takeover which we are seeing everywhere. We understand it because it is Smiler's 10 years old, but from what we're thinking is why is not Wicker Man, which is 5 years old, Oblivion, which is 25 years old, 13, which is 13 years old, why are they not incorporated into
Should
the
be like
Festival
the
of
year
Thrills?
of coasters.
Yeah,
Not
to
just
celebrate
year of Smile.
the birthdays and the anniversary year.
Yeah.
We don't
Especially
know.
13 being 13. It's like, come on.
Exactly. There's a
Come on,
lot
that's
more
well
that you
good.
could have done with it.
Yeah.
But that said, who are we to say what should happen? We're just people that enjoy the rides.
We're not Merlin.
On to the next one. And speaking of the Festival of Thrills and the Smiler Takeover, we now head into X Sector to find out what exactly it is all about. We're hoping for a lot more Smiler Takeover theming in here, as there's not really been much around the park, and considering it is a takeover, we'd expect to see some more. Here's the first bit that we have spotted, which is actually a nice little addition which could stay here all year round.
Yeah, keep that in.
Yeah, I don't know why there's not more stuff like that on
think
the grids. Yeah, of course there will.
Experience the new reprogramming and begin the requested mail at 7 o'clock on Monday.
It's time for your gift. Now, whatever you
So how many times is it gonna hit it? At only 15 minutes, up next is the Smiler. Join us. We belong to the Smiler.
Join us.
Of the Smiler. Remember, advocates, that our work here is never done. Not until each and every one of you is filled with joy and smiling always.
Marmalisation complete. If we did not before, then we definitely belong to the Smiler now. Every single time I finish that ride, I love it while I'm on it, but at the end I always find myself just sitting there thinking about what the hell my body has just been put through. 14 inversions, it holds the world record for the most inversions on a roller coaster still to this day, and we absolutely love to the Smiler. How was your ride on it today?
Amazing. I love that ride. So fun, so fast. Just every element in the world's in that ride pretty much. I just love it.
Seriously, it really is a human marble run.
Yeah.
Felt sick halfway through it.
Well, that means it's done its job.
Yep, I mean, good work.
On to Oblivion, which is advertised at a 5-minute queue time. And surprisingly, Alton Towers have been quite accurate with their queue times today. So let's not look down. Welcome to the unknown. Welcome to Oblivion. How was your ride on it? Good?
Love
Very, very scary when it drops.
Love it. I didn't make a sound, I was like,
Right at the front this time. So
Right at the front.
yeah.
I just hate dangling there for that extra second.
The thing is, you know what to expect on Oblivion. It is a prototype, it's 25 years old, and it is still a very, very good ride. Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, even though you know what to expect, it will always be the scariest ride at this park.
Definitely.
That drop, which isn't technically vertical, is the scary. No, it's like three degrees off. But
Not
still,
far off.
it's the first ever vertical drop on a roller coaster,
Yeah.
built 25 years ago here at Alton Towers, and it is still the scariest ride here.
Yeah.
What do you think about the entertainment for the Smiler Takeover?
A bit forceful, weren't they? The girl was like, no, and he was like, do it.
I mean, I think they could have more, but as far as theme park entertainment goes, it's not so bad. But like the main stage in the middle of Alton Towers, why is that not being used, for example? There could be a lot more. The bits of props and stuff that they've got around the park at certain rides, it's not really that good, to be honest. It's not of great use and great effect. It's not great use. It's not to great effect, the bits of props and stuff that they've got around the parks at the rides. And every time you're in a ride queue, they have an announcement like, you know, the Ministry of Joy have taken over this ride. They're going to be monitoring your, you know, nervousness, let's say, for example. But apart from that, it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere else. There's nothing more to it. There's no more on the ride. There's nothing more. It's just that announcement.
Yeah.
Is that really a takeover? I wouldn't class one proper announcement as a takeover. They could really add more to it, like yellow lights and, you know, things inside stations. Very simple stuff that could be very effective.
Very half-baked, you know.
Yeah,
It's like just a bit knocked together.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not been very well thought out in terms of like what they could do. They've not even like changed some of the colour schemes to some of the rides. They have like yellow tape wrapped all around the queue rides.
Exactly.
And, you know, actors in every line or something. You know, there could be loads of stuff they could do.
And considering this is the second year of the Festival of Thrills, they knew that they was going to have this event coming up as an annual tradition now. So we know that you've had a lot of time to plan for it. So why does it feel like it's almost a last minute thing? We have not been on this in so many years, but the time has now come for us to ride Spinball Whizzer.
It's not Sonic, is it?
Here we go!
Mother and Demon.
Sick after that.
I mean, it spins, but not as much as you expect it to, because it kind of doesn't allow for the momentum to keep travelling. It stops you as you get to that point and then changes direction.
It constantly stops-starts.
Yeah. All
Right, though.
Very rough as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course it is. All of them kind of rides are. It's not as good as Dragon's Fury in Chessington, although it was very good to get back on that ride. But it really could do with a lick of paint.
But it's right at the front of the park as well. First thing you see.
Yeah.
First ride you see.
It's looking old, it's looking ragged. I know it has had some work done to it, but just please give it a lick of paint. It would really benefit from that.
I feel sick, honestly.
We're going to the Congo to ride the River Rapids.
Please remain seated. Keep riding those waves, you idiots.
Please remain seated on the Congo River Rapids through the Australian outback. How was your
I
ride?
guess it was, wasn't it? In the Congo in Australia.
Yeah. How was your ride on it?
Loved it, man. It's a good ride. It's
Yeah.
always fun going on one of them. I missed the log flumes, so this is like the only water ride I can do.
Yeah,
So
true.
That's why I still do it, you know.
There is remnants of the log flume just before you come to the queue of the river rapids. You can see where the log flume used to be.
What's this?
But the river rapids is always great to get on. It does require a bit more theming.
Is this the
The waterfalls wasn't on again, so I think there's some technical
is.
issues that they need to get fixed there. Although I don't think they will ever come on until they do a full re-theme of that
Completely
ride.
broken,
How was
yeah.
your ride on that, Sean?
It was good. Yeah. I was very relaxing.
Yeah.
You know, it was like going on a nice cruise around the Congo of Australia.
Although we did have an interaction with the Runaway mine train when we went through the cave, and it is always great if it's timed right to get that interaction between the river rapids and the mine train.
And we can start screaming at the people on the mine train. And everyone
Absolutely
wave
love
back.
that. Absolutely love that. You don't sit there in a theme park just looking at them, do you? Like that, you know what I mean? You've got to wave to each other at least. And now to the world of David Walliams featuring Gangster Granny the Ride, which is our only stop in the area. And we head to the Crown Jewel Tours.
Gangster Granny the Ride.
We have just witnessed a granny, a gangster granny, steal the crown jewels. What do you think of all that ride,
I
Kane?
loved it. I loved the mixture of screens and theming. Not too much screens, not too much theming. Perfect balance.
Yeah?
It's funny when she farted and went faster in the water. that cannon made me jump out my skin.
Done
I
it.
wasn't expecting the sound.
My
and then
first
the
time
air
on
blowing
there.
at
Yeah.
you.
My
It's
first
really
time
good.
on there did exactly the same thing, made me jump.
Yeah,
But
it's really good
it's
theming, that.
serious for for the space that they've got.
Yeah.
They fit a lot in, and it's
Yeah.
good how it goes scene
I
by
like the
scene,
ride
section
track.
by.
The
Yeah,
ride
it turns.
thing, yeah, I've never been on anything like that before.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
No, it's a really nice little family dark ride.
Yeah.
It really is.
Obviously, it don't compare to the Curse of Alton.
Oh, it's
but
worlds apart. It's a
different.
completely different
Yeah,
market
one's
audience.
for kids,
isn't
one's
it?
for adults. isn't it?
Exactly. But for what
Really
it is, it's good. How about you down there, Sean? What do you think?
Thought it was good, yeah. As good as the last time I went on it. No problems.
We enter the Dark Forest, home of 13, celebrating its 13th year in operation, and what was once the Queen of Speed, Rita. We have chose the first ride of the section, 13.
It's like, even without it, you still got all the gold. It's just all one crowd. It's got that.
I have tried searching for the meaning of the electricity in 13, but it doesn't matter how far and wide I search, I still do not understand how that incorporates into the story.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
0 cents.
You go down to the
just
woods,
that.
don't go alone. Fine,
Because you'll
we
get
get it.
electrocuted.
You know, we don't want to. We're trying to get away from whatever's in the
Resemble
woods.
Lightning, it doesn't.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like actual Tesla coil. I don't get it.
Please, somebody comment down below and let us know why there is such a heavily themed section around electricity in 13. I don't get it.
Yeah,
That
when
said,
it references in Nova Plates.
how was your ride on 13 today?
Good. Very good. Loved it. It's always good, Darcy. One of my favourites.
isn't it?
It is always good. How was your
Yeah,
ride?
one of my favourite rides, always good, never disappoints. Hate that drop inside, scares the life out of me.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing they've got to a drop tower here. Well,
Yeah.
apart from Oblivion, that's like a drop tower on wheels, isn't it?
Yeah, I do love it. I've never been on another ride with that element in it, and I think a lot more should have it. Again, it's another prototype ride here at Alton Towers, but I've not seen that element used in other rides in this country or other countries that I have been to. But that said, happy 13th birthday to 13, celebrating its golden birthday. So why is it not in the Festival of Thrills? Next up, Rita. Don't be queue jumping. This is the definition of terrible queues, and exactly what we mean. It's wood as far as the eye can see. Where's the theming? The coaster does not. The coaster is not classed as theming.
Keep your head back. Hold on tight. You must escape. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go.
The penguin laugh. We didn't go on Rita last time, years ago, didn't we, when we came?
No.
So I've not been on Rita for maybe 5-6 years.
Nope, and
Maybe
Rita is the
longer.
ride with the most uncomfortable seats in any
I'm
theme
locked
park.
in. I was locked in there.
I would rather ride that ride on a park bench. 100% it'd be more
But I do
comfortable.
love the ride. Like Rita's
You two had a back row
fast.
ride. You two had a back row.
Fast, man.
the back row
Because
as
like
well.
with Icon, it sort of goes slow and then speeds
builds,
up.
yeah, it
This
builds.
one just boom, you're going and it's so fast.
Not
Oh,
to 60.
Tears in my eyes, mate, the minute it's set off.
Seriously, it does do that. I've still got them in my eyes. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. That
Crazy.
ride has some great pops of airtime
Oh,
still.
Yeah.
But just those seats, they
So
really need
fast.
updating. Uncomfortable.
It's horrible, that. The whole restraint system that comes over.
Oh,
I was
it's
like, where do my
terrible.
arms go? It's
Terrible.
Over
terrible.
too quickly as well. That's
Oh,
it,
yeah. Seems like with a lot of Alton Towers rides, they're not very long. They're like
Because most of them
prototypes.
are prototypes.
Yeah, they're all
This
prototype
is
rides,
prototype park.
Basically, yeah.
What a day at Alton Towers it has been. We have done 4 rides on Curse of Alton Manor, 2 rides on 13, 2 rides on Rita, 2 rides on Wicker Man. Anything else? We've
Oblivion.
done Smiler,
4
we've done
rides
2
on,
rides on Oblivion,
Curse of Alton.
4 rides on Curse of Alton. Curse of Alton Manor. We've done the River Rapids, we've done the Mine Train, everything.
Everything apart from every
Everything.
single thing.
It's been an
Multiple
absolute
times.
perfect day here at Alton Towers. What was your highlight of the day, Sean?
Probably Wicker Man again, my favourite ride.
Fair
at the
enough.
moment.
And you actually said you enjoy it at the front more, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Feels a lot more intense at the front. I love
Fair
that.
enough. Favourite part of the day?
Probably Wicker Man, but the whole thing, being able to get on
The
17
lack of
roller
queues,
coasters
so
was-
quiet.
Was it
today.
17 rides we got?
17 rides
17
in total.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was my highlight.
Min.
And I got my merchandise. Look
Yeah,
at it.
Yep.
Whoa.
With Merlin discount, you get money off as well.
Yeah, £1.40 off.
Yep, absolutely love it. And my highlight of the day is probably getting back on Curse at Alton Manor. I absolutely love that ride, as
So
well as
good.
the Smiler as
I
well.
loved it.
That said, the Festival of Thrills isn't all it's cracked up to be.
No.
They could do with a lot more in that. As we said earlier in the video, celebrating the multiple anniversaries for the rides that they've got across the park. That being said, it's been a fantastic day at Alton Towers with great operations. I've been Axel.
I'm Sean.
I've been Kane.
And we will see you in another video.